Hey everyone, today we're going to quickly talk about how to make money with your podcasters. That's right, we're diving into how podcasters are actually out there making money these days. There are some early stage ideas and then later stage ideas. In other words, when you're just getting going, you're going to have different chances to make money than after you've been around for a while and built and grown and established a large audience, right? So let's start with the kind of ways you can make money early on when you still are growing your audience, right? Right from day one, what can you be doing? Well, a lot of these are going to be items that you can offer that are your services. So freelance done for you services is number one. That is you going out there and saying, hey, I have a podcast about marketing and I provide this XYZ freelance marketing service, or I have a podcast about health and fitness and I have this freelance health and fitness service, whether it's, a workout plan or a food nutrition plan or whatever the thing is, you building something for them that they don't want to do for themselves. That's number one. Number two is freelance done with you services. So this is going to be anything that you and the other person are jumping on calls or meeting in person and together learning, or you teaching them and them learning how to do something that you've learned and is your expertise, which is why you have a podcast about it. So for me, a done with you service would be, instead of me doing a podcast for you and creating it from scratch, it is me showing you hand in hand how to do a podcast together, right? That's a done with you service, and providing you tools and resources and all that stuff. Number three is going to be one-on-one coaching and consulting. That could be very similar to done with you, but it's really me answering questions and giving you the playbook for getting XYZ done. And that can come in a lot of formats. That could be one-on-one. It could be on Zoom calls virtually, but it's you getting into their business, researching their business, and then giving them answers. Number four is going to be small group coaching. So that's you, instead of working one-on-one, you creating some kind of curriculum and solving problems and taking people through it in groups and saying, before this, you were like X, and then at the end of this, you were like Y. So, or A to B, whatever it is, how do you take them from A to B? So an example would be, maybe there's a tool that you know how to use that other people don't know how to use, or a software. And you say, well, before this program, you don't know how to use PowerPoint, but by the end of the program, you will know how to use PowerPoint. And you teach the whole group how to do it. That's small group coaching. Digital courses is number five. That's very similar, except you are now recording all this information, your process. That's, 8 steps from how to get from A to B. You're now recording this in a digital setting and selling that virtually for people to use. And the benefit of this is now you don't have to be there physically. You can put that out there and people can pay a lower price for that because it's already recorded. You do it once and it's done. You can add to this some of the previous ones we talked about. You can have digital course and add coaching to it, and you can layer these things on top of each other. But these first 5 things are how the majority of early start podcasters are making money, because their audiences are small. So the direct contact and service is really the thing that they can offer that's going to make them the most money to begin with, nothing else. So that's what we start with. Number 6 on this list, as you continue to grow, is affiliate partnerships. Now, as you are someone who's creating content and using tools for whatever your industry is, people start to ask your opinions. So you providing recommendations of what they should be using is expected. Now, a lot of these things that you recommend, these tools, these resources, these programs, a lot of them are looking for people like you to send them customers. So they will pay you for that lead, 10, 20%. So it's up to you to research your industry to figure out what are the programs that offer affiliate partnerships. And you can just Google the name of that tool or that program and say affiliate and see if it pops up with something that you could submit to apply for. Number 7 is events and mastermind groups. You can curate the people that are listening, the people that start to follow you, into a group and host them in a live event or a virtual event or a mastermind. Now, a live or virtual event will be based on some theme. It could be a workshop where you are working together to get something done. It could be a mingler of some sorts, a networking event where you bring people together for that, or something else. Or you can do a virtual summit where you have some speakers show up and teach things, or you can have them teach things live. A mastermind group is a version of that that is more structured. So a mastermind group is typically every month you get a Zoom call with you and your group, and you lead them through some lesson. And then you also can bring in some accountability and have them workshop whatever their issues are together as a group. And then you can also bring in experts every month or every other month to help teach a certain topic that the group is struggling with. So you are curating an experience that's educational for a long period of time. And that group is all getting to know each other and work together, and they get the benefit of working together as a group. Number 8 is going to be online products and applications. So this is going to be you actually developing an idea into a service-based application that is online, or a product that you can sell that's physical. Number 9 is subscriptions and memberships. So this is where you take some of your knowledge and you start to build out access to that, whether it's templates and tools or content like your digital course would be, something that people subscribe to, and every month they can attend or they can have access to resources. And it's usually a lower priced, like $10 a month, $50 a month type thing, that every month they're there to have access. So they're paying for access either to time with you, time with the group, or to resources. Those are all 9 early stage revenue streams for podcasters. There are 3 late stage revenue streams, which, if you're wondering why you haven't heard about advertising, this is why. It's because advertising is not until your show is big enough for advertising to make enough money to matter. So when you've gotten your feet under you and you have an audience that is substantial, you can now think about in-show advertising. And that's a CPM model, meaning that they pay you, say, like $20 to $30 for every 1,000 listeners. They'll pay you for a commercial. So that's something to think about in terms of growth when you're there. Also, Patreon contributions is a late stage revenue driver. In other words, you have enough people now that they're willing to pay to be a part of this group, part of your listeners, and they have access now to either their own private episodes or to some other form of reward that you create, or they just pay because they like you. However you want to set it up, buy me a cup of coffee, whatever you want to do. A Patreon is a format that you could use to do that. The last one to think about is endorsements. Now, when you are starting to get bigger, you might find products that really align with your niche and your show, and endorsements are a great way to support those products and make some money on the side. What that's going to rely on is your audience being willing to take action to support those products, because if that happens, you will get products that will be happy to endorse your show over and over again because they know that you drive revenue. So those are the last late stage ones: product endorsements, Patreon contributions, and in-show advertising. Those are all the ways to monetize your show right off the bat and in later stages that I've seen work, that I know people are out there making work right now, and that I hope you can use as well to take your show to the next level and bring in some money while you're doing it. Appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you next time.